Hey, Blue Marinos.
Welcome to the Late Bloomers podcast.
I'm Sully.
And I'm Lo. And we're okay.
Speak for yourself. I'm fucking great.
Well, you know, I could be better, but... Well, actually, I will be better tomorrow.
You will be.
We're going to say goodbye to a dear friend of mine.
A salute.
Do you see this?
A military of honor.
It's my good old pal, Cindy the Sis.
Cindy Lauper the Sis. They're going to lopper her ass right off of
Big
there.
old... I circled
Good
her. She's got a
Lord.
baby one growing in as well.
Oh.
It's about the size of, what would you call that? Like a large marble?
Yeah.
For people that can't see this?
Sure, yeah. Like half a stone. Like a stone.
Stones could be so many sizes.
Well, you know what I meant.
Half a stone.
It's large and it's strange. When you see it, you're like...
People are like, what the fuck?
It looks like she has a bone that's broken.
It's also moved because, like, no, there's like part of it's not under this.
Not fucking do
Whatever. Anyway, so that bad boy is going off tomorrow, so I thought we'd do a little farewell to Cindy.
Farewell to Cindy Lauper.
R.I.P. to Cindy.
What did Cindy Lauper sing?
Girls just wanna have fun.
Yeah, no. Didn't she also sing walking on broken glass? We're already singing.
I did. No, she didn't sing that, did she?
Well, that was a Cindy Lauper type. But anyway, back to Cindy the Assist.
Cindy the Sis is going bye-bye tomorrow. So the next
gotta
time
put
you
her
guys,
under.
they got to put me super under. And I'm really excited about it. And Sully and I couldn't decide if I was allowed to have this tonight or not. But
I hope that your doctor's not watching right now.
sorry, I did not drink a Stella Artois
It's an O'Doul's.
before surgery.
It's an O'Doul's just like George W. Bush prefers.
Whoops. It's the last one. It's not midnight yet. I'm not allowed to have anything.
You got time, yeah.
Midnight. It's fine.
But
it's 9:30.
it actually hasn't been that long since we've recorded.
It's been
2 days.
2 days.
It's been 2 days since you looked at me. B&L again, right?
Yeah, I've been listening to a weird amount of Counting Crows lately.
Oh, because of last week?
Because you just thought everything was Counting Crows.
I loved the Counting Crows till senior year. I took like a creative writing class, and my teacher was this... She wasn't that old. She's maybe like in her early 40s. But she would play Counting Crows all the time and like have us do exercises on it. Like, what is he saying here? So we'd hear Mr.
What does he really mean?
We would hear Mr. Jones like 30 fucking times.
I love Mr. Jones.
In one class, like, Mr. Jones! And she'd be like, what does he mean by gray is my favorite color?
That's like that.
Tyler? What does he mean? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Daddy likes the color gray.
So, yeah, I was like, it means that he's neutral. He's feeling gray. There's
I
not
literally...
much spectrum in his life. Yeah, well, clearly that's why you weren't in the advanced English classes.
I was in all the AP classes. I just dropped out of AP English my senior year because I had a role in the summer production and I didn't do any of my summer reading, and the English teacher was the director.
Wow, you sound very pretentious.
And he said...
I had a role in the summer production. I couldn't possibly be bothered with AP English that year.
No, I just didn't do the reading, and I was freaking out about it at rehearsals one night. And he was like...
and Phantom?
That was not a summer production. That was like during the year, and I was in track during Phantom, so I did this like set design and stuff, but I wasn't actually in it. Anyway, so next time you guys see me, I'm gonna have should we give her a name too? My neck brace.
Yeah, Natalie.
Natalie the neck brace.
Natalie the neck brace.
I do have a very supportive friend named Natalie.
Really?
Oh.
Nat, hey girl.
I call her Nata Free. Nata Free.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
That's why I do it.
Go, Natterfree!
And she hates it, and I think it's hilarious.
Natterfree evolved into Nattermoth.
Natterbutt.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I'll have this, and then I'll have a fucking wrist brace. I just wanted you guys to think that or realize that I'm not actually dying.
You should wear a karate gi so that people think you got it doing martial arts.
Well, people just keep assuming that I was in a car accident. I'm like, no, I just met my deductible a while ago, and I've had neck pain for years, so I finally can, like, afford, and I'm using that term very loosely. I can't actually afford it, but, like, it's sort of free.
Don't you hate being an adult?
We really need to get a burp button for me.
When you were a kid, you could just say, Mom, there's a nail in my foot, and that was it. You didn't have to pay for anything. You went to the doctor, you got to miss the day of school, and that was it.
Yeah, apparently I've been to my doctor's office enough times that now it's...
The next one's free. They have you stamp a little card.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like a meatball
So
hoagie.
I had like...
Uh-oh. We just had
That's like the fourth time it's happened, so I'm really hoping it doesn't
this old computer.
show.
She can't handle it. Bessie, if you go down, girl, we had some good times.
Yeah, so for those of you that aren't watching the monitor, like the recording of our video, I can't say words.
Actually, yeah, this is our 5th episode, so we can actually try to upload this to iTunes and Spotify now.
Yeah, I'm excited if this goes well, which, I mean...
It's not so far.
Who cares?
It never has. My mom just keeps watching the video and she reloads it over and over and over again so that we get the views. But hopefully one day somebody else will watch. But Mom, thank you so much. Love you.
She's a doll. But yeah, so we wanted to, like I mentioned last episode, bring back what wasn't ever intended to be a
Bring back the American Buffalo.
That as well.
Okay.
No, but we talked about the whole Kim and Kanye thing. When I say talked about, I mean we kind of shit on Kim and Kanye for a solid like 20 minutes.
Yeah, two fucking losers from Ohio. Shit on two extremely rich people.
Yes.
Like we can somehow do it. We can.
We can do it someday. No, so we thought we might bring back the do they really love each other?
Do they really love each other?
Who
do you have in mind?
I don't know. Do you have anybody? We should probably have planned this before we sat down. But...
What about Sonny and Cher?
Okay, no.
Right,
okay, this one's not like new, and I guess it wouldn't be.
Let me guess who you're gonna say. Blake Lively, Johnny Depp.
They're not even a couple.
Oh, okay. Well,
it'd be Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. We could do that.
Oh,
but
no, wait. No, I was thinking of the other one. Who did Johnny Depp used to be married to? And they said...
fucking no, like a million people.
All right, well, forget it. Who were you going to say?
I was going to say somebody that's not even married anymore.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt and Anna Faris.
The Pratster?
Yes, because I loved them so much, and they're not together anymore.
Yeah, I always liked her because of Scary Movie. I fucking loved Scary Movie as a kid.
I loved her in that. I loved her in fucking House Bunny, which was like a terrible movie.
Never seen it.
Because it was a terrible movie. But it was just her being all like hot and sexy, and it was cute, and I don't know. And I just love her.
Sounds like I'd be into it.
I love her personality. I follow both of them on Insta.
On Twit.
I don't fuck with Twitter.
On Facebook.
I don't think they're on Facebook.
On Zanga.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, it's the dog. My dog wants in here.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but he's just...
Sweet boy, you gotta go lay down.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I like Chris Pratt because of what the fuck is it called? Not The Office. Parks and Rec.
I've been watching a lot of that lately.
Love that show.
Love Parks and Rec.
I have told you this, I think, before. Like, my favorite sitcom years was the years The Office, Parks and Rec, and Community were on. And since then,
was
nothing...
30 Rock on around
Oh
the same
my
time
God.
as that?
How could I forget?
Yeah,
30 Rock was the fourth. Okay. That was like the prime golden era for sitcoms for me. I haven't been able to get into anything since.
Well, I feel like nothing's really like
been
like around for more than like a season or two since then.
There was just like that weird, quirky... I don't know. It was like kind of SNL.
It was like cheesy, but like still...
It was kind of like... Do you remember Seinfeld? You know Seinfeld.
No, I've never heard of Seinfeld.
Okay, right. Well, it's a show that was on. Very popular. Comedian Jerry Seinfeld. But they had a rule, no touching, no hugs, no learning. And it was so popular, everybody kind of started to do that after, yeah. But Community, 30 Rock, not really The Office, Parks and Rec, all were kind of like, let's
But
have
I like that The
people
Office
learn.
and Parks and Rec were filmed very similarly.
Mockumentary style.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the episode of Community where they're like, it's so easy to do mockumentary formulaically, like to write it? Because instead of people having to like go through ways of showing like actions to show them changing, they can just like do a talking head and be like, I'm lying about everything. You know what I mean?
I've seen every episode, so I imagine I have, but I cannot think of.
That's
I can't.
Okay. Well, that means we got to do a whole rewatch.
Like we did that night, we watched nothing but
Broad City Bridge, Broad City,
oh
bitch.
Oh my God, it was so much Broad City.
Yeah.
But anyway, so back to Chris Pratt and Anna Faris.
Oh right, yeah. Do they love each other?
Do they love each other?
Well, they're divorced now, so definitely not.
Okay, but no, I think divorced couples can still
love each other. You mean my mom and dad might get back together?
Yes, so totally. No, sorry if I keep touching my face. My face is very itchy. Your dog made me very itchy.
How dare you blame him? Continue.
But
they did love each other at first, I think. Your opinion?
I was gonna say that I think to a certain extent that they still do because they've got. I think their son's name is.
Oh,
Jack.
Well, yeah. So you're making the argument of like, well, that's the mother of my child. I have to love her.
Yeah, and I don't think either of them are shitty people by nature.
Right. They probably still do have some lingering feelings, but.
What do you think happened there? Because I'm really sad
let's not forget
about
she
it.
was definitely way more like of a star than him when they got married.
Yes.
From Scary Movie and.
She was in more than the things.
A bunch of things that I'm not gonna say.
No, I don't remember.
We're totally undercutting her, but
we're way undercutting her.
Then he really only had Parks and Rec, and he didn't really get lucky, I guess. But like he lost a bunch of weight and got Guardians of the Galaxy right when the Marvel.
Well, I'm assuming he got skinny because of the film.
Probably the scales tipped, the tables turned.
Yeah, he got real fine.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm just having a moment picturing him.
He wasn't good looking in Parks and Rec?
No, I thought he was great looking in Parks and Rec, but it was one of those things where it was like, oh, I didn't actually think this guy could get any hotter because I already loved his personality. I mean, obviously I love the character's personality.
It would be like if, I'm trying to think of somebody who's like funny, hot. It'd be like if Sarah Silverman somehow got really hotter.
Or like Zooey Deschanel got even hotter.
I've never been a big her fan. Although
I think she's stunning.
I love brown hair and blue eyes. That's my type.
Right.
Like dark brown hair and blue eyes.
Just dark features and light eyes is like great in general.
But
man or
no,
woman.
I've never been a Zooey Deschanel.
Deschanel.
I've never been a Zooey Deschanel fan.
Zooey. She's sisters with the bitch from Bones.
With that bitch from Bones.
You know what I'm talking about?
I've never seen Bones.
Ugh, whatever.
You guys want to go watch Bones?
You guys want to watch Bones? No, so I can't decide who is the asshole in that relationship.
I would say, unfortunately, Chris Pratt.
Probably. His Instagram has gotten kind of douchey.
He honestly seems like a very fun-loving, down-to-earth dude.
So, right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he kind of has a big head.
He probably doesn't know he's being douchey.
I mean, I like to think that he doesn't because it makes me feel better.
Can you give me an example? I haven't checked his Insta ever. His Insta, I haven't checked it, babe.
All right, you keep talking and I'll see if I can pull something up.
Go ahead, pull something up. Yeah, Anna Faris stayed with him when she was riding high off a Scary Movie and whatever else she's in. I can't remember. Yeah, and he was only doing Parks and Rec. And then he gets huge. You know, the rumors. I hate that we sound like a fucking gossiping moms, but he did that movie with what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence. And there was a lot of late night jokes. So like,
the I want to say it's Interstellar, but I think that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. That was Christopher Nolan movie starring Matthew McConaughey.
Yep. No, but it's the one where it's just the two of them and he wakes her up.
Yes. I think it's called Space Love.
It's most certainly not called Space Love.
It's called Cryo Sleep. And I have no idea.
Oh, like, I don't know. This one bugged me and it said... Here, let me show you this.
Well,
you guys can see it.
Oh, it's a picture. Okay, cool.
It's a picture.
Here you go, podcast listeners.
Well, for the people that are not.
I'll describe to you what's going on, podcast listeners. It looks like an old man has found all of his vitamins that he forgot to take.
Yes. So it's like two pictures of like giant handfuls of multivitamins, and then the other is his hand holding 4, what are they called? Blue horned worms. And it said, Did you know just 4 blue horned worms have the same nutritional value as 2 handfuls of vitamins? I've been eating 4 blue horned worms daily for weeks now, and I feel great. Plus, one Benefit Junior makes you invisible. That's not supposed to say Junior. Oh dear, I think this may have been a bad idea. Full disclosure, this was a joke. And then he like just goes on like, I don't know, Chris Pratt and Chris Pratt Enterprises don't have.
Maybe he's trying to branch out and say,
it's like, I think it's supposed to be funny, but it's just not and it's just annoying. Like, you take that many pills every day, and
it's the problem with social media is everybody thinks they're a fucking star now. You know, that's why I'm off of it.
Or he'll just like put stuff up of, like him like doing MMA stuff. And
well, you know, he's trying to get ripped, dude. He's trying to get brick. He's trying to fuck people up.
I don't know.
Oh man, he looks really intense there.
Maybe I'm just butthurt over the divorce still. Maybe this is just me.
Maybe he's just going into single mode. Have you ever seen The Office, the episode with Single Mike?
Sorry, I just found a picture of him with another woman.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's fucking the girl from, it's Bryce Dallas Howard. It's the girl from Jurassic Kingdom.
Alright, then we're fine. Moving on before I'm going to put my phone away.
Anyway, yeah, I think they loved each other. I don't know if they do anymore. He's the dick because he got skinny, got ripped, and started to get a movie career, and that's when they split. And didn't she hint a couple times? Didn't he or she hint like that? Oh, he's on the road a lot, but we make it work or something like that.
I don't know.
I was listening to a lot of Collider at the time, and they cover movie news. Collider? They're a YouTube channel that covers movie news, and I think I remember them mentioning that. Yeah.
I think. How long is it?
What do you mean? How long is what?
How long have they been divorced?
I have no idea, to be honest. Maybe a year or 2.
Something like that.
Do they love each other? Verdict is no.
I say yes. The hopeless romantic in me.
They did love each other.
No, the hopeless romantic in me says they're still in love and they're gonna get back together.
Maybe
just like Channing Tatum.
Just like my parents.
No, Channing Tatum and whatever that girl's name is. Jessica
Alba.
Jenna Dewan Tatum.
Oh.
They were in Step Up together, and they were so fucking precious and in love. And they like released a joint like divorce statement, and it was just it was precious. And I think they're still in love, and I'm gonna make it happen.
Okay, cool. Maybe Hugh Grant and Elizabeth Hurley will get back together.
All right, now you're just being a dick. Maybe Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise will get
I
back
don't think
together.
they ever dated, actually.
Oh my god, have you seen that meme where it's like, be as happy as 1993 Nicole Kidman walking out of her divorce filings from Tom Cruise. And it's just her with her arms up in the air like, yes!
No, why
like, freedom! It's a very funny
She
meme.
probably towered over him.
Well, yeah, he's only like 5'6",
He's an itty bitty guy!
5'7",
I'm
something
Maverick.
like that. And she's pretty tall. But anyway.
Anywho.
Ugh, let's just move on to
Let's
what
move
you're watching.
on, shall we?
So what you watching? I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I've been watching a lot of really corny...
I thought you were going to say Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Go on.
No, I've been watching a lot of really corny Netflix Christmas movies.
Ooh, name a few.
So I think there's one called The Princess Switch, and it.
Hold on, let me guess what happens. A young, normal girl switches places with a princess near Christmas.
Yes.
She falls in love with a prince.
She does.
The other girl falls in love with a really nice, normal guy.
She does.
Oh, God. Fish in a fucking barrel. All right, what's the next one?
And it's Vanessa Hudgens who's in it.
Oh, love her.
She's like a big
High School Musical.
Yeah. What else did I watch? Oh, there's one called The Christmas Inheritance.
Okay, now hold on. Give me a second for this one.
Okay. If you get this right, I'm gonna either think you're just a freak that can like really guess these things, or you're secretly watching them as well.
Christmas Inheritance.
Yes.
Okay, a woman
Yes.
inherits.
Okay.
Now this is where
She inherits Christmas.
I get two guesses.
Okay.
A house.
No.
Money.
Sort of.
With stipulations.
Sort of. Okay, yeah.
About Christmas.
Okay, kind of.
God, knew it.
So,
And hold on, wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
She falls in love
Well, obviously.
and ends up using the inheritance to help everybody in the spirit of Christmas.
Sort of.
All right, go on.
Okay. So what actually happened is this really rich girl lives in New York. She's known as like the party heiress. Her dad owns some
Tuna cans?
toy company.
Okay.
Like a Toys R Us, but like fancy Toys R Us.
I was right with the TC, though.
The what?
I said tuna can. You said toy company, TC. That's a psychic connection.
Jesus Christ. So anyway, so her dad owns this company, and I guess her dad's best friend lives in the town that they grew up in, which is called like Snow Falls or something. Really
love it.
Fucking corny. And they write each other because they're like the owners of the company, but like the guy that still lives back in Snow Falls doesn't really care. He's more just like
He's
a
off
silent
the internet,
partner.
so they have to write him letters.
No, it's just like their tradition because they started the company back before like the internet.
Before the email ever existed.
So that's their tradition is like they'll go home and he gives them this letter and it's like they're like what happened this week or this year, blah blah blah. So the dad that lives in New York and owns a company wants to retire and he wants to give the company to his daughter, but because she's kind of the spoiled little brat, he tells
He makes her have to earn it.
He tells her, that she has to go take the letters to her uncle, but secretly he tells the uncle not to be there. So that she has to stay and wait for him to come back. And she it's this really tiny town. There's like no cell service. There's this obviously a guy that lives there that she falls in love with.
What former teen star is that?
I can't think of who the girl is, and I can't think of what she's in, but you would recognize her if you saw her. She's just like some generically really pretty blonde girl.
Oh, cool.
Kind of looks like me.
Generically really pretty blonde girl.
Yeah, me. Same difference. What else was there? I don't know. There's a lot of them, but my Gabers love them.
So that's what you guys watch, huh?
We didn't even watch them together. He told me about one, and I was like, I hate those made for TV movies. They're so corny. And
yet you watch them every
and
year.
yet I spent a solid couple of days just watching strictly those. So
yeah, I growing up watched a lot of Christmas movies near Christmas time, but I don't really do that anymore. I always try to watch The Life of Brian though on Easter.
It's back to your Jesus walks. You have a lot of traditions for Easter.
Monty Python. Yeah, I do have a lot of Easter traditions. It's a great holiday.
So special. All right, what have you been watching?
I've actually watched a lot of Saturday Night Live.
Ooh, SNL.
Saturday Night Live. You remember that guy? He died.
Who died?
The guy died with Will Ferrell. Chris Farley.
Oh, too soon for
Towards the end there,
my
you
Chris
could barely
Farley
understand
sadness.
him. Baby Moynihan. Sorry, I'm trying to think of somebody else. Jason Sudeikis.
We're going to hell.
Can you tell who I'm saying?
Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, okay. Now it's Daryl Heyman. Do you remember him?
No. I mean, probably.
He was the guy who would do Al Gore. Yeah, back in the 2000 era.
Yeah.
I've been in it.
Yeah, so why are you watching it now?
I kind of missed a couple years.
Oh, fair.
I
have two actually. I would like to get back up on them. Is it on Netflix or what do you watch?
Hulu, yeah.
Oh,
But I grew up.
it's just gonna keep happening, guys. I'm sorry.
You know, sneak up, stay up late to watch Saturday Night Live. I've always loved Saturday Night Live, and I watched it pretty regularly till my teenage years, and then I was like doing shit on the weekends until like maybe 24, 25, and then back at that point I started hanging out a lot less on weekends, so I started catching it a lot more. But then probably like 2016 to now I haven't seen it, so I've just been binging old episodes. But it's always weird because they're talking about like topical stuff.
And you're just like, what are you?
Back then, yeah, and it's like, oh god, I forgot that even happened.
This is old.
Yeah, like they're doing a lot of.
Well, it's like I walked in and you were watching it, and it was Pete Davidson, but he looked like a normal human being still.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the fucking host of the Hunger Games. Yeah.
I was just like, what? Either he like.
Do you like him?
I can't decide.
I did at first because he's this young guy who's very talented on SNL. But then, like,
he's kind of like Steve Buscemi, like weird looking.
He's almost like he's almost fallen into too much of his own thing, you know. But I think if I was 23 on SNL and like Lorne Michaels was basically sucking my dick in every interview, like Pete's a young star.
Because he's our age, right?
He's younger than us.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's younger than us. I think he was born in 93.
But not by a lot.
I think he was born in 1993. His dad died September 11th. Did you know that?
Yes. I did.
But interesting.
Because Ariana Grande got the tattoo covered up that she got for his father. I thought that was real cunty.
She's a real nice lady. I like her. But yeah, I like him because he's funny. But like, I think he's kind of.
I think he's starting to know that he knows.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think he could ever hold a movie on his own. I don't think he's that talented. He's
I
no
agree.
Will Ferrell.
No.
But he's like one of the better dudes that they have right now.
I would agree.
You know
with
that our buddy SK, girl we went to high school with, her cousin was on. And they already
was he on or was he just
he was writing, no he had been on a couple episodes, yeah.
Oh.
Like I actually one of the ones I just watched from I watched this year's before I went back to 2016 or no I watched one from last year with I think Will Ferrell, and he was in that episode as Eddie Vedder. So like he actually did get on. I feel bad. Luke Knowles, who we're talking about, actually he was on SNL for a year and
I've never actually met
unfortunately they didn't renew his contract, which sucks, but he's a funny guy and I hope he gets. Maybe he'll do a Comedy Bang Bang or something.
Well, that's like Colin Yost.
Colin Jost, he's still there.
Is he on?
He's Weekend Update only.
That's what I thought.
He's also head writer now, though.
Right,
sure.
but so Stace
saw him, has a picture with him, right? I've seen the pic.
I don't know if we got a picture.
She does. She has a picture of Colin Jost, I'm positive.
Then she waited till I went to the bathroom and got that picture, because...
You're sure you're not in it? I've definitely seen a picture of
her.
her.
If I'm in it, I need it sent to me immediately.
He was at the Funny Bone.
Yes, a couple years ago.
When he was first on SNL, but not when he had like was
he wasn't on it. He hadn't even gotten the job yet as a writer. They announced it maybe he had gotten it, but it hadn't been announced yet because I remember we saw him. And she and I were like, damn, this boy is fine. And
he dates Scarlett Johansson now.
I know. Who, again,
no, let me tell you,
cute blonde girl like me.
Have we talked about how I tell if dudes are good looking by animal faces?
No, we'll get to that in a second. Let me finish the story because I want to find out if Stacey fucking took a picture without me.
I'm pretty sure that she had. I don't know if maybe.
Or if I'm in it and I just forgot.
She definitely has a picture of Colin
There's a drink
Jost.
minimum.
And it's Jost, not Yost.
I'm gonna say Yost.
Get it right.
I don't care. Anywho. So we saw him and I just remember thinking he was great and he was pretty funny for a stand-up. And then I saw that he was going to be writing for SNL and I was like...
What's the deal with hard-boiled eggs? All right, go on.
Okay.
When I think of stand-up, that's what I think of. Continue.
Yeah. But that's what I was like, I felt like I knew somebody famous because I was like, oh my God, I saw him.
Yeah, you know somebody famous.
Oh, we crept hardcore.
I'm sure he'd remember you.
We ran out of there because we wanted to be the first ones in line to get to say something to him. Maybe I did get a picture with him.
Stacey definitely has one. Should we call her right now live?
No, because then she's going to want to talk to me about picking me up for my surgery tomorrow, and I don't feel like dealing with that, which I probably...
Time.
It's almost 10 o'clock. I probably should call her about that anyway.
We're at 30 minutes. Let's just knock it out. Let's keep rolling. Colin Jost. We don't know if you got a picture with him or not. Anyway, I've been watching SNL.
Somebody scan the internet for that, please. How you decide if men are hot. Please tell me about this real quick. Your animal. You did tell me about this.
This is how I know, okay?
This is gold.
As a straight dude, sometimes it's difficult to tell. Like, there's this dude at work that these girls fucking love who works in the warehouse. And you're like,
why?
And they're always like, oh my God, there he is. And I see this dude, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you guys so into this guy? Like, I
don't get it.
When you look at somebody like Brad Pitt or somebody like that, you're like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good looking dude. Or like RC, who's married to KA, you know what I'm talking about? And you can just tell, like, all right, yeah, I get it. I get why chicks would like this dude. But with normal dudes, I go,
like, run of the mill attractive.
Can I see an animal in their face? Is there some kind of animal there? And I see a slight chipmunk in Colin Jost.
Oh, I would agree with that.
Now, I'm a badger, which is not any better.
What am I?
I'm an angry badger. You're a lady. I don't apply it to women. The female form is much different. But, yeah, so that was my fucking weird tangent anyway. So ever see me staring at you for long and you're a dude? I'm not checking you out. I'm like, what animal is this guy? All right.
Trying to decide if you're attractive.
Flamingo.
Not attractive. What's slim? Flamingo.
Wow. Hopefully he doesn't listen to this episode. I don't know. Slim's a good looking guy. I can't put an animal to him. I just can't.
So that's how you know he's attractive.
I guess he's just a really handsome dude. Yep. Good job, Slim. I don't want to rip on any of my friends.
I like that you just tried to give a thumbs up to the camera, but it wasn't even in the shot.
Good job, bub.
Perfect.
Anyway, yeah, so I'm watching Saturday Night Live, and I forgot that I like it, you know. Not every episode hits, but I miss that timing and the audience and just the goofiness, you know what I mean?
That's
the
fair.
episode with Bill Hader was really good when he came back as Stefan. Do you know who Stefan is?
Yeah, but I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was really good. It's from last year. Maybe from May 2018 or something like that.
Why did you album yourself?
Because I was...
Is this a new hoodie?
No.
Why did you jump like I was going to beat you?
Well, you have before. No, it's not.
I like it.
I've never worn it on stream.
It's so nice.
I haven't been able to fit into it in a long time.
Are these new sweats?
They're not, no. I haven't been able to fit into them in a long time.
You look so nice.
I've actually lost some weight.
I can tell.
Nobody has fucking noticed, actually.
I can tell.
But I'm down to... Well, I started... in like spring and not really much.
Yeah.
But just like cutting back where like instead of eating a whole Subway sub, I would get like a 6-inch and then like
I got a foot long today and ate the whole fucking thing.
Oh, I can still do it.
I regret it because I bought it intentionally to save half of it for tomorrow.
But I would like get up, eat breakfast, get a foot long for lunch, eat dinner, and go to bed, and like I'm just eating less calories. But slowly, I got a belt because I had to get one because I had to buy bigger
pants.
jeans. Yeah. And I slowly have worked my way down, but I was stuck at a plateau on the second to last. You've seen it.
So the middle is like the middle hole.
There's 5 holes. No,
yeah,
it's the second to last hole. When I first got it, I started on hole 4. I was on that for maybe like a week, and I got to hole 3. I was on hole 3 for like 4 months. I've been on hole 4 since like maybe May, a long fucking time.
Yeah.
I plateaued on hole 4. And then recently I started doing something differently, mainly just more dieting, less food, no pop, less beer. And I'm down to the final hole on that belt is my point. So after that I'm going to need a new belt or smaller pants. But the thing is that it's probably only like 18 pounds. But nobody has noticed. Nobody's been like, hey, have you lost weight, man?
What is that? There's like a saying about that. Like, it takes X amount of time for, like, this scale to show results, and then it takes X amount of time for
people to notice.
Do you
remember when I lost all that weight in, like, 2010? Whereas, like, people were telling me, like, Sully, you're too skinny.
Was it 2010 or was it before that?
It was, like, 2009-ish.
Yeah. Anyway.
What was
college.
I forget why I was even saying that.
Don't know.
Something about...
bragging that you lost a bunch of
Oh, no.
weight.
People were always telling me, like, you're way too skinny. But
you were very
nobody
skinny.
noticed till they were like, whoa, man, you're way too skinny. Until then, nobody was like, you look great. So, like, I still thought I was fat.
I think that it's like sometimes with guys it's harder
skinny, by the way.
to tell.
The lowest I ever got was like 188 pounds.
Yeah, but you're also like a tall
that
guy.
That was like my BMI recommendation weight. was like 185 pounds for 6'1", around there.
Yeah, but I think you needed a little, like, you were looking a little stringy.
Listen, I did the best during that era. All right, that's all I gotta say. So maybe I need to get stringy again. But anyway.
Maybe. My teeth look really white today.
Even my hands look skinny. No, I'm just kidding. All right, what are we getting into now?
We had like a weird text conversation today, which is kind of how we decided to do this.
We're both getting out there more dating.
Twice. If anything, I'm dating less because fuck it.
I've been picking it up.
But I'm trying to help
more confident.
This beautiful woman get back into it.
Thank you.
So yeah, so we just kind of wanted to talk about like dating and like what's cool, what's not
the etiquette,
cool.
people?
Yeah.
What's the fucking rules? Sure. Is love war? Is it a battlefield? No.
So like, for instance, like I think we're gonna. Is it safe to say like for the most part we're talking about first dates when we're talking about this stuff? Like
we can talk about it all.
Okay, but like in terms of like if you're going out on a date with somebody. Is it preferable to go out during the weekday or the weekends?
First date,
like for first date, weeknight,
because you can get out of it easy with I have to work tomorrow.
Unless it's somebody that like you've had a good you've built a good rapport with.
Okay, so like we've been flirting a little bit and now
yes, like we've been texting.
So weeknight, still though.
I mean, but I've had.
I guess it really depends. Like,
I think it super depends on the person, but for the most part,
person do, yeah.
But for the most part, yes, I would agree. If it is a first date, especially if it's somebody that you've like literally never met before, weeknight. I mean, I like the idea of somebody picking me up at my place, but also like I live downtown and you can't really get to my place.
The big thing with first dates are don't be reliant on the other person at all. Like you need to be able to get out and get home your own way. And just in case.
Well, that's why I like living downtown because I can just be like, hey, meet me at my place, but they can't actually get up to like where my door is, so they don't know which my apartment is. They just know which building it is.
So they can't come up and stalk you.
And then we don't even have to get in anybody's car. We can just walk to a bar or a restaurant or wherever.
I'm with you. Now, what would suck is though, let's say that you go out on a date and you have a really good time.
Yeah.
Like, you're vibing with the chick.
Okay.
Or the fella in your instance.
Okay.
And the weeknight also puts a cap on it, though, because it's like, I can't really... Well, first of all, I'm not a one-night stand guy. I don't think you really are either.
No.
But for one-night stand people, I don't know how the fuck you could do it, because then you got to get up in the morning. It's like, what, you just fuck, and then at 1:30 you're like, all right, I got to go. My car's running, or I left my radio on. Like, what are you going to... I don't know. I just feel like it's awkward.
I've never been in that scenario, so I don't know how you would kind of run out of that either. Roll out,
yeah. The only time I've ever had I've only had one night. Well...
I really hope this screen is not truly frozen like this. That's not a good look for either one of us.
It's better for me than for you. I think it's fixed now.
Okay.
The Audacity froze up too, so that probably was a freeze up. We might have a major problem. We'll have to see and we'll watch it back. But
maybe we will have to record this.
Is a one night stand considered like if you already know somebody? Like, let's say that I've been friends with a chick for a long time.
See, I think it depends on who you ask. I would say no. To me, a one-night stand is like...
a stranger that you...
go to a bar, you find somebody hot, take them home,
what was her name?
Fuck
Alex. Up. That's right. Let's never...
Or you don't remember. Yeah.
But, okay.
I've had one-night stand as well. It was right after my college boyfriend and I broke up. Like, right...
No, wait, if you count it like that, I've never had a one-night stand then. Or wait.
What were you counting?
I was counting...
Like, you knew somebody and you only hooked up with them once.
One time.
But did you ever talk to them again?
Well, I didn't see them much, but I did see them again, like, once or twice. They were friends with somebody's sister.
I mean, I guess you could count that. Because it's not like you, like, tried to...
I didn't try to never see them again. I just...
No. I'm saying, like, you didn't try to, like, actively see them afterwards. Like, you didn't try to date them. They didn't reach out to you. Nobody...
4 times in my life altogether.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there was no,
and it wasn't like, even now if I saw her, I would be like, hey, you remember me? We had sex in 2009.
And then never...
Anyway.
No, mine was a true one-night stand, and I'm not proud of it. Yeah, it was literally, like...
Because my college
boyfriend was, like, the only... He was the only person I slept with for, like, ever, and then, like, that was 5 years of my life, or not quite, but... Yeah, I went out the night before Thanksgiving, which is, biggest bar night of the year.
Yeah, it is.
Got fucked up, was with some friends, somehow lost them, and was like, there was a band. There was a band where we were, And I just thought this basis was like so yummy, and apparently I was like making it very obvious
like
to
licking
him,
your
like
lips and like showing him nipple and stuff.
Well, no nip slips.
So you were like pulling out the big vibrator like
yeah.
you do and just waving it around.
I did not own Bob then, but
it's a glow stick vibrator, so it works really well at concerts.
No, but I guess I like bought him drinks or whatever, and somehow
send this to the bassist. Sorry for the podcast listeners, it's gonna destroy your ears. Yeah, this is from that really, really drunk girl in the front row who's been staring at you.
The one that's been licking her lips.
Very funny.
Yeah, so
Cool.
So I ended up hanging out after like the bar closed down.
Was he a famous bassist?
No.
I know a girl that got with the violinist from...
Here to say... No, you have to hear this story, actually.
Go on, fine. Frank the Tank, he's a bassist.
Because not only did like all that happen, they invite me, like the entire band invites me back to Covington, which is like right across the river in Kentucky.
That's never good.
Well, I mean, there was like girls with them too. It was like their girlfriends and stuff.
So a bunch of groupies.
No, it was like their girlfriends and stuff. So anyway, so I went back to like somebody's house and had a couple more beers and everybody was hanging out and it was fine. And I didn't expect anything to happen. I was just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we like lay down on like this futon, like everybody goes to bed.
The futon.
Exactly.
Those are notorious.
And then, like things escalate. And I was so disappointed, one, because I like woke up the next day and I was like, this guy's not that attractive. It is Thanksgiving Day. Ooh. I need to get home. Where the fuck is my car?
He was like, let me play.
And I was violently hungover. Ugh. But the worst part is my second sexual experience ever
was a one-night stand.
Was not only a one-night stand, but a one pump and done.
Wow, seriously?
Seriously.
So he was like, oh.
Yes, and I was like,
all right, good night.
Yes. I was like, all right.
Poor guy.
So, like, there has been, like, depending on who I'm talking to, I'm like, I don't even count that.
He should have just gurked it. I mean.
Gurked it?
Like, you know, like, I guess before he played that night? I don't know.
Gurked? Are you saying jerked?
Yeah, like, jacked off is what I'm saying. Like,
what's
masturbated. That was what we called it in high school.
He
was gurking. Yeah, it just sounds stupider, you know. Gurk sounds funnier.
You're an idiot. I was like, what are you talking about?
He was gurking, dude.
Okay, but anyway, so if you're actually
dude's over here gurking.
So don't do what I did. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Go on dates with people.
And don't be a one pump patty, all right?
Yeah, don't be a one pump patty. That shit sucked. But no, okay, if you're gonna go on a first date, you personally are gonna go weekday. Weekday. Are you going dinner, drinks, movie,
drinks,
ice skating? What are you doing? Coffee?
It depends on how well I know the person. If you don't know them that well,
let's assume this is all like internet dating.
Then yeah, drinks. You go weeknight, drinks, and that's it. Like, hey, I'll meet you at this bar. We'll grab a beer or two. But here's the thing about me, okay?
Okay.
I don't really like to do that shit. Like, I don't mind a drink, but like, there's just something about being at a bar. I don't know. I guess I'm getting better.
Yeah, but like where I live, there's a lot of really good like chill bars. Like there's like a wine and coffee bar, and it's like pretty quiet in there, and like. I guess. You can still have a nice drink. There's like a lot of really cute like little cocktail bars that like don't get rowdy and
you can just chill in. Yeah, I don't know.
You can actually have like a conversation like this.
See, that's what I mean. I'd prefer to do something like that.
Without being at like a bar where you're like yelling at each other like, what?
The cool thing about a bar is though is that like I always prefer group settings, to be honest. I just feel like
for a first date?
No, like not really, but like
I was gonna say, what are we in high school?
If it was a first like I guess I just mean like meeting people. Like on Saturday.
Oh, I mean I'd much rather meet people organically, but apparently me in real life
sucks.
Like me just like naturally out in like the world
is not cool.
It's not great for the men in the world.
You just gotta be more uppity.
They don't want it. Yeah, apparently I just need to be bitchier.
Just be a huge cunt.
Because I just walk around like, oh my god, hi, how are you? Would you like a beer? Am I in your way? Can I get you something?
That's what you need to do, yeah.
No, that's what I am doing. I'm too nice.
I need to wife her up. This woman's willing to do everything for me.
Not what I said.
That's basically what you're implying with that kind of behavior. I think you just need to be entertaining and be yourself. Like my big thing is,
or I think I am.
You know me. I'm a big, pretentious, arrogant prick.
Okay.
I'm quite full of myself. I need somebody who, the people that I've liked the most in life. I think I've only had two. Wow, this is gonna be very hurtful for some people. I've only had 2 real connections. And both of them were because, like, I could not predict what the other person... Not that I could always predict what everybody was going to say. But, like...
They kept you on your toes.
They kept me on, not just... Yeah, like, on my toes, and not only that, like, had their own shit, like, hobbies and...
So it wasn't like you guys were always talking about like the same kind of stuff. Like
exactly. Like a big thing that I ask people in a date is, "What do you do for you?" And if they say like shopping or Sex in the City, I binge Netflix. I'm like, okay, that's not terrible.
But,
me too, right? But like, what do you do for you?
Like I've been painting lately.
Exactly.
We do this.
And you don't even have to do something creative. It could just be like,
no, I know.
I scrapbook, or like I make,
Like sometimes I like to go on a long run in the woods with my dog.
I guess I'm being pretentious by thinking that people can't unwind in their own way by watching TV, but like that's just. I watch a fuck ton of stuff
I get
like
what you're
that.
saying.
It's
I get
more
what
like a
you're saying,
distraction than it is like something that's supposed to be fulfilling, I guess.
Agreed.
I don't know, but maybe that means I can only date creative types. If I
unless maybe they're watching, like a bunch of really interesting documentaries.
Yes, maybe.
I could live with that. I don't know.
But no,
dating's so fucking weird. Okay, so when we were saying like the weekend versus weekday thing, I was saying it kind of depends on the rapport that you have with the person.
I love the silent T in that word.
Rapport.
The Colbert Report. I miss that show.
But like at our age, in your late 20s, early 30s, and we're not in our 30s.
Wait for the divorces.
Did you? Oh my god! The best part about that. So Sully sent me this meme. Well, it wasn't a meme. It was like somebody's tweet, but like it was like someone had reposted it, and then he sent it to me, and it was like, I'm at the age where I'm just gonna have to wait 5 to 10 years for everybody to get divorced and pick up the scraps. Yeah. But the best part about that was the person that posted was the best part about wait till you put that down.
Okay.
And I'll start over. The best part about what you sent me was that the person had the same name as me.
Exactly.
But I didn't even notice it
until later.
Yesterday, because you sent it to me yesterday, right? Right?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until today when we were texting about this. So anyway, texting. How much is too much?
Oh yeah.
Because like I'm currently like seeing somebody.
What?
I'm using a lot of air quotes for those of you not watching.
So you're not actually seeing, you're texting?
No, I mean like we're not dating. Like we go. This is gonna bring other questions I have for you. Okay. But like, okay, so we met through mutual friends a long time ago. Then I had a serious relationship. Then, you're just like.
Just ignore me. Go on.
Did you say Siri relay?
I said mutual when you said mutual, and then I said Siri relay. I'm just abbreviating what you said. Go on.
Okay, so then we kind of came back in contact like a few months back.
Conti.
For a friend of ours, like a mutual friend of ours party. Mm-hmm. So like a week after that, he asked me out, but I didn't realize it was a date. Because we like work really close to each other, but we live like on like opposite directions of that. Mm-hmm. So he was like, "Hey, like we get off work around the same time. Do you just want to grab a beer?" I just kind of thought
friends.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, great! I would love to have a beer. Like, been a shitty day. Beer would be great." It was Halloween, actually.
Plus you're an alcoholic.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Okay.
Plus it was Halloween. Mm-hmm. But so I had like my Helga Pataki.
Wait, this was how long ago this was?
Yes.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's insane. I've been like
All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows
The witching hour. Continue.
So yeah, so we hung out and I like was texting our mutual friend, like she's my girlfriend, and I was like, I don't know if this is like a date. Like I don't know what to do. And she's like, well, has he touched you? Has this happened? Has that happened? I was like, oh yeah, he did put his hand on my like he like laughed and was like ha 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 and like put his hand on my thigh.
All the time.
Right. So I was like not helping.
Okay, yeah.
Not helping.
Sorry.
So fast forward, we ended up like giggling a bunch.
I touch too much. Sorry.
No, I do too.
I don't mean to.
We were both very touchy people.
Yeah. Sure.
So like it's hard for me to differentiate like between somebody flirting and when they're not, because I am that way, and I will do it.
And we're both outgoing, so like it's hard to tell when like somebody's just like, oh, this guy's easy to talk to, or this girl.
Right, and people tell me that all the time, like, oh, you're just so easy to have a conversation.
And so many people are like, you're my favorite person.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that.
Well, I get that a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, I didn't realize it was a date until like we went to leave and he kissed me, and I was like, oh.
Whoa.
So anyway, so then.
Now, wait, what if it hadn't been a date? Would you have been like, hold on?
No, it was great. And then we've hung out like a bunch since then.
Cool.
But we've only I think that was like the only time we've actually like gone somewhere.
Every other time you just hung out at your house.
We've just hung out at my house or his house, which is great. Like, we just drink a bunch of wine, we pick weird movies, and we watch those, and then we usually fall asleep on the couch like old people.
Hell yeah.
Like, it's great. Like, I feel like
so
we
you
kind
guys
of
just fart? You fart all night and eat fiber?
Yeah, like, we talked about ghosts for, like,
cool.
2 hours.
There's no such thing as ghosts. Do you know why?
Ugh.
Because there's been so many billions of people have dead, it would be really hard to prove there wasn't ghosts at this point. You know what I mean? Think about how many people there would be. Everywhere would be swamping with ghosts. Everywhere would be haunted.
No, but only if they want to come back from whatever the other side is.
Out of the billions of people that died, you don't think any of them... Yeah, well, fine, trillions, whatever the fucking number is. You don't think...
I don't know, Sully. I don't...
There's no possible way. There'd be ghosts. Think about, like, Paris. There's
this
people there
is
for
not
so
the
long.
point of the conversation.
There would be ghosts everywhere.
All right, fine.
Go on.
He digresses. Anyway, so my question is, like, this guy and I text every day. Like, I would say we text a little less now because it's been, like, almost 2 months.
I'm with you.
But, like, it's still every day. But, like, now it gets to the point where, like, if I don't hear from him all day, like, he'll just call me.
Like, hey, babe, sorry.
When he's on his way home from, like, a soccer game.
I got irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah, that's what he tells me. No, but it'd just be like, you know, quick catch up and like, hey, yeah, sorry, I just left my soccer game. It was great. This is what happened.
Cool.
And we'll talk about something dumb. And then he'll be like, cool, I'm home now. And I'll be like, great, I'll talk to you later.
Cool. Do you guys say I love you yet?
No.
Do you see this? I popped 2 zits here. It's very noticeable on camera. They were blackheads. I'm writing a musical about zits.
But anyway, how much texting is too much texting?
When I was younger, it was constant texting. It was like
my last boyfriend, we texted all day.
That's what I mean.
Day.
It was like constant conversation, like even when we're not.
So does that depend on the person?
I think it does.
Or the age.
Now, to me, honestly, you know this, and everybody can attest. I am like infamous for like Sully's phone is on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
So there's no point in calling him.
Don't call Sully.
And if you text him, it's probably going to take hours to get back to you because he very often forgets where his phone is or leaves it places or just...
You lose your phone.
It's on Do Not Disturb. I went out the night before Thanksgiving.
Why is your phone on Do Not Disturb?
Because growing up, I was very reliant on my phone. And it wasn't until I got to be like maybe 22 or 23, later than that actually probably, maybe like 25, where I was like, I just felt like it was controlling me. And like there would be times where I'd be like, Sully, we want you to come to Mad Frog. And other people would be like, Sully, there's a house party. And I don't know, I just feel like I just was like, people got, I don't know, I feel like I was being pulled in all these directions. So it just became easier to be like, well, I'm impossible to get hold of. You know what I mean?
Just put it on silent.
I don't miss it though. Like I went out the night before Thanksgiving.
Okay, well I do as somebody who like needs to get a hold of you regularly.
Totally forgot my phone the night before Thanksgiving and did not need it. It was perfectly fine all night. And I don't know.
What did I do that night?
I'm just not a big...
Oh, I went over to that guy's house and we just drank wine and champagne and watched scary movies.
Well, there you go. You didn't need your phone for it because you were with the people that mattered.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I don't... Personally, I can text back, like if I'm talking to somebody, because I get that people like that. You know what I mean? But I don't hate it, as long as if it's interesting. But I too think that you can very quickly, like... I don't know if I should say run out of shit to say. I guess so.
But I think that's a true testament to...
If you were supposed to be with him or not.
Yeah, to the relationship that you have is if you don't run out of things
both
to
of
say.
Us is that we never run out of things to say.
No,
and so
we don't.
Really all we need is good reactors to what we're saying.
Agreed. I don't know.
We really suck.
We do.
I'm going to marry a super sexy young girl when I'm like 34. And by young at that point, I'll be like, she'll be like 28 at that point.
Okay, I was going to say, that's not that
But yeah,
far
I'll probably marry
now.
somebody who's like 6 years younger than me.
Oh my god, we're so old. Our birthdays are coming up.
Ugh, don't remind me. I've been telling myself I'm 30 since I was 27, so just to prepare myself.
I was planning on dying at 27.
Really?
Being part of the 27 Club.
Do you remember, I always think of that
are,
Blink 182 song where he's like, nobody likes you when you're 23.
I was so excited when I turned 23 and I was like, yes!
I heard that song a lot that year, and I was like, he's so true.
Well, nobody likes us. Nah. They didn't like us prior to 23 and they don't like
honestly,
us.
Honestly, I always say that shit about myself, like, but then when I get out with people who I haven't seen in a while, I forget how I'm not going to say I'm beloved, but I think because I'm not out much, people see me, they're like, oh my god, Sully, what's up, dude? Like, people are generally nice to me.
Whereas I'm always fucking around.
There's Lo. Look what the cat dragged in. Anyway, so yeah, point is, we don't need to text every day unless she wants to. Although, again, when I really like somebody, though, I do want to talk every day. So I guess I'm being shitty.
So it's super dependent on the person then.
Yeah, you want them. You want them to want to talk to you, and so you understand that they probably want you.
Because I've definitely had like I said, like the guy that I've been seeing sort of now. We talk every day, but we don't talk all day every day.
I'm with you.
It's like he sent me like a weird message this morning.
I don't think you should have to.
No, I don't either. But my point is, then I've had other people that like I had gone out with for like a few months that literally from as soon as I woke up got like a good morning text from them, and like we would just talk about nonsense all day long. Like I do it in between meetings or like whatever, and then
I'm with you.
Good night to like.
There's some people that are like that.
Work.
I think the younger generation too, like younger chicks. Well,
it's definitely changed.
Have you dated younger dudes?
This is the first one, and he's only like a year younger.
I think the younger generation, I think the younger the ladies. I guess that's not true because there's some closer to our age that also text like that. I think it's just a matter of who the person was, and how much they normally text.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I'm not like a super big texter. Like I would
big.
I would say like I have like a handful of people that I like text regularly.
I'm with you.
But like even then, it's mostly my girlfriends, and if I'm being super honest. Eventually, like, we just end up on the phone. Mm-hmm. Like, our one good friend that lives in LA, like, by the time I'm leaving work, she's usually on her way to, like, her last client of the day. So she's stuck in LA traffic, and I'm stuck in, like, rush hour traffic. So we just sit on and talk on the phone. That's, like, our little date time.
Okay, well, that has nothing to do with dating texting.
No, it doesn't. Sorry. I just love her, and I was just thinking about how
But, you don't need to text every day unless the other person wants to.
Or again, if you run out of things to say, then that's kind of your sign that like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be talking anyway.
I have that issue. There's so many, and this is, God, I sound like a fucking prick, but there's so many people who I've like talked to who are just, eventually it's like, I don't know. I just want somebody, I guess I need to just date somebody like me, who's like a fucking terrible Robin Williams. Just constantly talking.
But I think you would get really
sick of that.
Yeah. I really truly do.
That's true.
I think you need, and by you, I mean, like, people in general need their compliment.
Yeah, I agree
like,
with that.
They're...
Well, those...
I don't want to say they're opposite, because...
The two people that I've had the best relationships with were totally that way. Where they could be like, you're getting on my nerves. And I'd be like, all right.
Right. Like, I personally need somebody that, like, is, like, calm. I mean, like, because I'm a pretty, like, chill, laid-back person. But I'm also just, like, almost... like, not a lot, like, super, super gets to me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm very like, like I'm just animated and goofy. So
performative.
Like, it's and not intentionally.
It's intentional.
You're an asshole.
This bitch is Meryl Streep.
I can only
the American icon.
That I like to have somebody that is complimentary in the fact that like they bring me down, but I also bring them up energy wise. So we kind of it basically brings me to like a normal person level. Because even just talking, my volume is always like way up here. I'm just very boisterous. But in that same regard, I really enjoy somebody that has no qualms being goofy and just
silly,
like...
Center of attention.
No, not center of attention, but just like...
Real drama whore.
You're the fucking worst. Do you want to tell my story for me? Do you want to?
Go on.
I'm just saying like...
Somebody who's real...
Just like comfortable being themselves. Like if we're at a bar and a song comes on and I start dancing goofy to it, they're not gonna be like weirded out by it or like like they might actually join me. Mm-hmm. Like dance with me in a fucking Walmart because some jam just came on.
Cool.
Why not? You know.
It sounds like real hillbilly love right there. Jam with me in a fucking Walmart. I'm gonna meet my wife of a caviar in a Paris cafe.
No, but this doesn't have to be a fucking Walmart.
It could be a Target.
It could be a Target.
Okay, so.
But you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you totally. I need somebody who also can, be goofy and joke around. That's what I mean. I like somebody to keep me on my toes and be funny. Who can be funny. Mm-hmm. I like somebody who can be funny. But yeah, I don't know why. We basically just like put out a giant ad for ourselves for people to date us.
Date us.
Just sad. But all right. What else? We're getting on close to the time here.
No, we're fine. Okay, so the other thing would be.
Are we? It's a very long podcast. The best ones are like 35 minutes. I gotta tell you.
No, my favorite ones are like an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah, Comedy Bang Bang's like almost.
Because I listen to them like when I'm at work.
Fine.
But anyway, So I just want to tell a story because we were talking about like get out stories and no, we weren't. We were going to talk about like you need an out is what you were saying earlier.
Right.
You need to be able
a quick
to get
exit,
out.
An emergency.
So like one time I like changed my roommate's phone to dad or roommate's number in my phone to dad and had him call me. And I texted him when the guy was in the bathroom. I was like, call me in like 10 minutes and say the meanest things you can think of to make me cry. And he fucking delivered. Because I had to get out of that date because the guy had like little tiny hands and he was eating a hamburger and all I could think was take my strong hand and like those Burger King commercials and it was just bad. That was like a really, really short version of what actually happened, but
it's quite sociopathic.
That's what happened. But anyway, and then this one time, because do you think that movies at home count as a date?
If I've known the girl, like if
you've gone out before,
yeah, exactly.
So then yes,
then it is a date because
like first date,
we're hanging.
First date, nah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you could.
But I wouldn't count that as like a date.
Yeah, but what else would? Which is a hangout sesh.
I guess. Like to me, a date like you go somewhere and like.
But there's still romantic implications, so to me, you could still say it's a first date. Is
all right,
is
fine.
it a good first date? I don't know. On Netflix, I don't know if it's a good date or not, but.
No, because this one time, this guy asked me out, and like he'd been asking me out for like a couple of weeks, and it just never worked out with my schedule. And then I finally was like, oh yeah, I could actually do like dinner tonight. And he's like, perfect. And we had like joked around about like both of us being good cooks, and I think he was like a dietitian or something. And he's like, yeah, I'd love to cook for you sometime. And I was like, yeah, we should definitely set that up. Not meaning that night. Mm-hmm. He showed up to my apartment, like, and just assumed he was allowed to come in and make me dinner. And like, I have a roommate, and like. I have a very strict no other people's homes on first dates.
Yeah, he should have known.
And he just showed up with like food to cook, and I was just adamantly like, you're not coming in my apartment. You are not making me dinner. I'm not kicking my roommate out or making him feel awkward because we're gonna be in the like I'm not doing that.
I feel bad for the poor guy.
So he was all
what
like,
did you do, give him
shitty.
a rain check?
No, we went and
but you said you guys tried to meet up a couple times and it never worked out just from timing. Like so what?
Yeah, it just literally never. Like,
yeah, maybe you weren't. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't trying to be creepy. Maybe he didn't know. But yeah,
I don't think he was trying to be creepy. But it was the fact that he got shitty about it.
Oh, he's like
when he showed up, he's like, well, I brought this fucking food, and I was like, well, you're gonna leave it in your car because you can either go home and we can not have this date, or you can just leave it in your car and we can go grab dinner real quick.
Why couldn't you put it in your fridge? At least you didn't have to throw the food away.
Because I wasn't letting him in my apartment because he was like super creeper vibes. It was a whole fucking thing.
Okay, cool.
I just wasn't comfortable with it.
Fine.
Ladies' rights.
That's okay. Yeah. I mean.
No, I was just like not about it. But the ones before that, like, yeah, I guess we kind of rain checked. It was just like he would hit me up like kind of like not last minute, but like towards the end of the day, like, hey, are you free tonight? And I'd be like, oh, I'm working late. Like, I'll have to let you know. Mm-hmm. And then it would be late, and I'd be like, can we just try again?
I would have never hit you up after the first rain check. I think rain checks are just easy ways of letting people down, typically.
I've definitely used them.
For that reason.
To get out of... I mean, yeah, I have. But for the most part, I think the way I go about it is different. Like, if I have no intention, it's just like, yeah, well, can we try again another time?
I'm with you. Yeah, no, if the person...
Whereas, like, if I really want to see them, I'm like, hey, so, like, tonight didn't work out, but, like, I'm pretty sure I'm free, like, Thursday or Friday.
If it's a real rain check, they reschedule at the time of.
Or at least, like, a ballpark. Like I said, like, I'm free. This is what my schedule is.
Is always easy to let down, really.
I wouldn't say always, but, yeah, I would say...
Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
I've never...
And it's not appreciated when it comes to me, so I kind of hate that I do that to people. It's not intentional.
I have never left. I've never had a bad thing I've had to like run away from, actually. Like, there's never been a time where I've been like, I need to quick out of here.
But you want one?
No, I'm just...
But, like, I'm saying, like, when you, like, plan dates, like, that's what you're saying, is, like, you want to go out...
Oh, I need one in case. Yeah, but I've never had to do it yet.
You've never needed one.
I've never had to do it yet, yeah.
Interesting.
I mean...
I've definitely needed them a few times and didn't have them and had to, like, stick it out. And then, like, try to find a way, like, please don't kiss me. Like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
I can always have a good time. But
look at Cindy just shining in the light right now.
Yeah. I can always have a good time even with somebody who, like, maybe I'm not that into romantically. But then the problem is, like, because I'm so goofy, jokey, that they're like, oh, this guy likes me.
Nail on the head. I had a date like that not long ago, and I, within like 30 minutes, was like, fuck, this guy is so much more into me
than I am into him.
Yeah. And it broke my heart because I was just like, fuck, I'm like, because he was so nice and he did nothing wrong. So it was like, I couldn't even just like not talk to him again, because ghosting is shitty anyway. Don't fucking do it.
Just be an adult.
Just be an adult.
And honest about
it. But
it.
even still, I didn't have like a reason. So then everything I said sounded like
shitty.
A cliche. Like, it's not you, it's me.
That is a cliche.
I know, but it truly, I was just like, you didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't feel what I think you were feeling.
Well, honestly, that's honest.
It was super honest, but I felt awful about it.
Well, it still is shitty, but
it took me about a week to say it. Like, he would still text me, like, try to make plans, I like had to keep
that as the dude,
getting out of it.
It really probably sucks to hear it, but at least it's not something shitty.
Well, I ended up reading, like, the whole conversation to our friend in LA.
Because she was like, you were definitely leading him on.
No, I read her the, like, for lack of a better word, the breakup messages, and he was still just, like, laying it on so thick of, like, I think that you care about people more than,
He's trying to, like, talk you out of it.
No, he's like, I realize that, like, you're the kind of person, like, you like to take care of people, and you don't let people take care of you, so, like, if you ever need anybody, I'm here for you, and, like, I just see something really beautiful inside you. And I'm just like,
so do I.
I'm just like, everything he was saying was so, I don't know if it was genuine, but it was very sweet and appreciated, but it was also just like, dude, how are you not?
Well, you guys
like,
are not meant to be together. He'll find somebody.
Well, right, but it just made me feel worse because I was like, you're not supposed to be this nice about this.
Well, he was an adult. Nice guy.
It was weird. Homie, you were great.
Yeah, when you're young and in your 20s, it's hard to be that mature about it. You're like, well, fuck you, bitch.
Great.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I've been ghosted by like 33-year-old men, and I'm just like, you are a grown-ass adult.
You should be able to be like, hey.
If you're not feeling it,
I'm really sorry.
Just tell me.
Honestly, I ghosted somebody. The last time I ghosted somebody was at 24, and it was really shitty of me.
Like, just straight ghosted?
Yeah, we'd been talking for like 3 months, and then I went to Hilton Head for 2 weeks, and on the 2 weeks, me and Slim just went to Hilton Head, and we had a blast, and this was so shitty, but like, I just didn't miss her. You know what I mean?
Oh, well,
I gotta hope she's not listening.
That's not shitty.
She found somebody else, but...
No, this guy ghosted me after he had me drive him and his friend to the airport.
Hey, if you're still out there, buddy.
That's great.
She's heated.
Did I ever tell you the story about that guy?
I think so, yeah.
Where I ran into a girl, the girl that he, like, ghosted me for.
Oh.
I ran into her at a bar the night after.
So. What, is this the guy that, like, you kind of knew, and then, like, he was in a car one time? But I'm thinking of the guy that you told me about where you were, like, he was talking to somebody else, and we were talking over text, mainly. But, like, I've seen pictures of him, and I like him, and he liked me. And the first time we ever met was by accident because he was in a car with somebody. And they, like, beeped at you. This is not the same guy, but this is the story I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of the married guy.
Okay, sure.
The one that I told you, like, we messaged for years.
Not the
brother.
same guy, is what you're saying. And then
not the same guy.
And then he ghosted you eventually, right?
The married guy never ghosted me.
You ghosted him.
No, we're friends, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't really talk to him.
Then I don't know this story.
I know you don't. That's why I'm telling you.
Oh, well, you asked me if I did, and I kind of thought I did.
Well, based on what you've been saying, you don't. So, the weekend of Halloween was everybody celebrated the weekend before.
Correct.
So the day after, so that Sunday, like, a bunch of my neighbors and I, like, went out and got brunch and, like, did a little baby bar hop and watched the Bengals game and blah, blah, blah.
Wait, so what is a baby bar hop? Take babies to the bar?
Yes.
Cool. Get them drunk.
I was wearing a onesie the entire time.
So go on. You were bar hopping.
So, I mean, not like a true bar hop. Like, we just went
tiny bar hop.
We went to a couple of bars.
I got you. That was
within, like, walking distance of my apartment.
Lame-ass attempt at a joke.
I know. I just wanted to make it really awkward for you. So,
it wasn't. I feel no shame.
Fuck off. So, no. So, I was outside, and this girl came up to me, and she was like said my first and last name, and I was like,
Lo!
I was like, yeah, who are you? And she, like, said her name, and I was like, oh, we are weirdly Facebook friends, but I don't know that I've ever actually met you. And she was like, nope, you haven't, but we've dated 2 of the same guys. And apparently they both ghosted me to date her.
Oh, great. So she's like your Dane. Sorry, that's a bad analogy. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm for sure good luck Chuck. I would say
I'm glad you knew what I was going to say.
Yeah, good luck Chuck. Because I would say there's a weird number of guys that I've gone out on dates with that are married now, and a weird amount of them are married to girls with the same name as me.
That is strange. Maybe they just like... Yeah, actually, that's not that weird, I guess.
Unless I do have a...
Did they look like you?
I would say 3 are blonde, 1 is a brunette, so...
So not really. Okay, well, maybe they just...
they're all tiny.
Maybe they love the L, you know what I mean? It's that L, the L, that sound.
I don't know.
Sexy to them.
Also, it was just a really popular name back then, so...
I feel like all of our names are going out of style, and now, like, there's a bunch of kids with, like, last names for first names. Have we talked about this on here before?
No.
But, like, yeah.
I don't care. People are naming their kids some dumb shit these days.
But anyway.
I don't like it.
What else we got?
We could talk about dating for way too long.
Yeah, I know. We're already getting into a minute and 11. Or an hour and 11.
A minute? We've been recording for a minute.
We've been recording for 1 whole minute. But
I would say the first 15 minutes of this is you and I talking about nonsense.
That's true. It typically is.
But whatever.
But so, yeah, I guess we can... It's up to you. You got anything else to say about dating?
Ugh,
It's weird. And now we're like... You and me specifically are in our late 20s. And we're in like in between the period of like... You could normal date, which is like meeting people places.
Yeah.
But I think the younger people are like... You talk to somebody online first, you know what I mean? And then, like, when you meet them, you kind of already know some shit about them.
Yeah, and I would say I've done a little bit of both. So, I mean, and I don't mind online dating.
Yeah, I'm apprehensive about it.
It's not as bad. Like, I think I've just become more selective, so my experience has become better.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, when I first got out into the dating world back when I was, like, 23, after my long...
Nobody likes you when you're 23.
My long relationship. I was, like, almost 24. I was just like, yes, I will accept dates from anybody. Mm-hmm. And I would just go on these random dates. And it would be, like, literally one date. And I'd never hear from the person again. And to a certain extent, it made me feel great because I was like, great, all these guys want to go out on dates with me. But then I realized, like, no, all these guys want to sleep with me and I'm refusing, like, I'm not going to sleep with them. So now I'm not hearing back from them. So then it just made me feel bad. And it was a whole thing. So the older I've gotten, the more selective I've become, / I just forget that I have these apps. I don't use them. I actually wouldn't mind being set up on a blind date, like a true blind date.
Really? I got somebody for you.
Do you?
No.
I didn't think so. What about the warehouse guy that all the girls at work think is hot?
Oh, yeah. I guess I could try to hook you up with him. I don't really know him.
How old is he? Does he meet my height requirement? You must be at least 6 foot tall.
I don't think so. He's shorter than me.
Then probably not.
But hey, sure. You want me to, I thought you were talking to somebody. Good Lord. That guy's probably watching right now.
No, he's not. And I adore him.
I adore him, but yeah, if you want to hook me up with the warehouse guy, sure.
No, I was just saying, he and I actually need to have the DTR talk. To find the relationship. Oh. Because it's one of those things, like, we're really good friends, so, like, if nothing's going to come of it, we need to do it now.
Right.
So we don't fuck up our friendship.
I'm with you.
Or we need to, like, actually make real moves towards, like, trying to date.
Start making the real moves.
But I don't want to, like, just, like, make those moves and them not be reciprocated. I'd rather just, like, I don't mind. I don't want to have the conversation.
So
well, he's going to come take care of me tomorrow.
I promise you, he probably watches this. He probably just doesn't tell you. He probably watches it for inside information.
He real cute. I don't even care.
Ugh, sorry, that was a burp. I wasn't disgusted.
But yeah, dating is hard. I think I am particularly bad at it.
Yeah, you really are. It's not that bad for me. No, but now that I've been trying to get back out there, I've realized it's not. I'm not saying it's easy, but like I'm just naturally so. I feel like you're like me, where it's just like you can easily talk to anybody.
Well, yeah. So then I end up like
out there very easy,
hitting it off with the people that like. I've met people so many times where I've had conversations and I didn't realize they were dating somebody because it never came up because we were just having like a really
good conversation,
natural, organic conversation, and then like their girlfriend would walk in and I'd be like,
"Oh fuck," yeah.
And it's like, well, I can't even be mad at them. Like, maybe they weren't flirting with me because, again, I would say we are very conversive.
Definitely.
We are very loquacious people.
Is that a real word?
Loquacious?
I guess.
Yes.
It sounds like a stripper's name.
It's Latin.
On the main stage, loquacious.
It would be loquacia.
Loquacia. Anyway.
Evacuation.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that you get down on yourself sometimes, and you shouldn't. I think that we have the gift of gab, and that very easily equates to people liking you. It makes people want to be around you.
Well, I just don't like people. Like, I love people.
I was that way for the longest time. I'm starting to actually really change.
I feel like you hate everyone now.
I really did. I don't anymore.
No, when I said I don't like people, I mean I don't. It's not that I don't like them. I love them.
Right.
I don't hate anybody. Like, I have people that I should reasonably loathe entirely.
But you're still cool with.
I wouldn't say I'm cool with them, but like, I would do anything for anyone.
I gotcha.
Just because I would like to think that would be reciprocated to me. It's not, because that's just not how humans are. But I'll be naive.
Yeah, I honestly was like cool for a long time, where I really wasn't like missing.
Being.
I was in a long relationship till like almost like 19, I guess, or like 20, like 19, and so like 19 to 24, I kind of went ham. I mean, not like crazy ham, but like. You know, I was like trying to be out there and not be in a long relationship. So I had a bunch of little...
It was intentional, yeah.
Like 3 to 4 months things. I was kind of Jerry Seinfelding. You remember Seinfeld? Where he'd have a girl around like 3 or 4 episodes and then move on to another one. And then finally, at 24, I moved back in with my parents for 2 years. And it was just almost impossible. And like, I didn't want to be going out in my hometown. I felt very loserish. So I kind of just like...
I've stayed away from that for like
that's
the last
what I mean.
10 years.
And so like, I kind of went back into my own hole. And then I didn't get back out until like... 26 on my own.
Yeah.
And then it's like, at that point I was already back into my rut of like, I just kind of want to go home on the weekends and be left alone. I still did shit, but not all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
I just want to be a mole man.
Now I'm getting back to where like I do one, I typically do at least one thing a weekend. Whereas before it'd be like I would do one thing a month a weekend. Most weekends I just chill.
Yeah.
Like,
which is good. And that's why I
really
wanted
got
to talk
to
with Slim last
myself.
weekend, where I was like, oh my God, all 3 of us actually went out and did something. All right, we gotta wrap this up.
We do.
I gotta go.
It's been a good time though.
I gotta go get Cindy ready for bed.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow. We'll miss her, and I guess we probably won't record for like another. Honestly, this is gonna be the 3rd one we have in the can, so we really can not record for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's see how drugged up I am on like Thursday.
That's cool. I say we try to get one back. Yeah, like maybe next week or the week after we meet up. But all right, well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This was another episode of the Fuck You. Then what go on?
We still gotta play our game.
Oh fuck, I forgot. Yeah.
Because you actually have the lyrics this time.
Oh, my ass!
We have to leave for this?
My phone's been charging.
Oh, this is what happens when somebody doesn't come prepared. So, before we sign off, we're going to play our favorite game. Because Sully got the lyrics again.
It's Weird Al or Real Lyrics, people.
Weird Al. A real lyric. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I can't really dance with this neck brace on, so.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. What you got?
With my own eyes, I see things that drive a normal man insane. Wish I could disconnect my brain from my own eyes. Those visions haunt my memory. Oh, there's so much I wish I could unsee with my own eyes.
I feel like I know what song that is.
Maybe I wasn't saying it right. Just to throw you off on purpose. Maybe it's Celine Dion.
Alright. Give it to me again.
It is. With my own eyes, I see things that drive a normal man insane. Wish I could disconnect my brain from my own eyes. Those visions haunt my memory. Oh, there's so much I wish I could unsee with my own eyes.
I'm gonna go not Weird Al.
It is Weird Al.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
All right, how's it go?
It's called With My Own Eyes. I don't have any idea. I've never heard it.
Ugh.
I just looked it up. I don't know every Weird Al song, and to be honest, the best ones are the ones you haven't heard. Because like the most famous ones are all very food oriented, and it's easy to tell. So I'm mining the ones that I don't know. But
all right.
I'm assuming it's a parody of something. Probably In Your Eyes. In Your Eyes. It's probably With My Own Eyes. I'm assuming. I don't know though. But I guess
let me see the lyrics. Let me see if I can get it to this rhythm.
Let's just listen to it.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go through our little wrap up of everything, so you can come find us and come talk to
Twitter. It's Late Bloomers 90.
He's such an asshole. If you have anything that you'd like to hear, if you have any recommendations on Weird Al or Real Lyric, if you have any segment ideas, anything you guys want to hear from us, or just to tell us to shut the fuck up. That works too.
Send us some questions, some viewer mail.
Yeah,
you got some relationship advice you want us to go through? Send it in.
Whatever.
Come on.
Got anybody for us to date? Let us know.
Got some money?
Give us. No, I don't.
I don't even know how we can
take
accept
money.
it. Insta, what is it?
Yeah. So Twitter, like you said, was Late Bloomers 90.
Late Bloomers 90.
Insta is _late_bloomers. Then we've got our Facebook, which is the Late Bloomers Podcast, and then Gmail.
LateBloomers90@gmail.com. You can
Hit
send
us
your
up.
stuff there. Well, it was a good app. We'll see you guys next time. And this has been all for the Late Bloomers Podcast. I'm Sully.
And I'm Long.
And I'll never see you at a library.